Hello everyone, my name is Kurzar, and welcome back to the Vintage Story Guide, where I have been busy preparing for this episode. Because we have some big plans. I am getting tired of this little weird hut out on the plain that I don't really like, and we need to go exploring and find our new home. I did a lot of things in between episodes. First, I made a clay storage vessel. Then, I fired the storage vessel. After that, while that was firing, I went and dug up that ruin that we found together, where I found some bony soil and some turnip seeds. Then I forgot my rule about having torches while swimming. I went and hunted some wild pigs. I found some wild crops. I cooked a big meal and made some more arrowheads. Then I realized I had no sticks. I took a nap, the sleeping kind. Then I harvested a ton of sticks and broke the door again. Finally, I made some feathered arrows and realized they're still not very good. Then I went and finished the tree off with prejudice. Then I panned the bony soil I found in the same ruins today. I broke the door again. I went on a scavenger hunt for more shale stones. I made more blocks for our roof. And then I finished off the roof of our little starter house. Ever since then, I've been busy putting together the things we're going to take with us. In our clay vessel, I put all of our seeds and our foodstuffs, including some of the meat that we're going to have to eat soon. I also made some brand new tools, new spears, new bone-handled axes and knives, a new shovel, and I organized our inventory with some things that we're going to need on our journey and to get us started when we get to where we're going to build our new home. I also put together these oiled hides using the medium rawhide and some fat, and these are curing. When these are done, we can combine these with some of the Cooper's reeds, and we can turn them into hunter's packs, which will each individually give us one more storage slot for each one that we're carrying. So we'll be able to get 4 more storage slots in our inventory. So we have places to be today, so let's get a move on it. We're going to pick up our storage vessel. We're going to put that on our backs. We're going to pick up our bed, bring it with us. And you'll see already that we move a little more slowly with the storage vessel on our back. Let's get a move on after we break our front door one last time. Farewell, front door. It's been nice. So I originally was going to go to the west and south, but I was looking at the map, and over here I see there's a nice non-forested area down this way. But I think I want to go there because looking south from where we are on the map, I'm seeing a lot of gravel down here. This means there's a sort of a gravel desert, and we want to avoid that. And I'm going to pick up some more of this horsetail that I totally forgot to bring with us from the base, because we will be using this to make some healing poultices, and we shouldn't need a whole ton of them. And these should help tide us over if we take any damage in combat. But this journey will take us through forests, where we will run between the trees. Hey, mushrooms. Now normally I would say pick up anything and everything and take it with you, especially food, but right now we only have a very few inventory slots. So we're not going to pick up much of anything until we get to where we're going. We are going to pet the sheep. We're going to pet the other sheep. I'm surprised he didn't just headbutt us. And when we come to these holes in the ground, I'm going to pause and I'm going to take a quick peek in them, trying not to get too close to any sandy overhangs like I just did there, because sometimes you will be able to spot some underground ruins near the surface. I spy a trader with he's honking at us. He has a guardian ram, apparently. Hello, Mr. Trader. Hello, Vlad. Let's take our spear off of our bar. What are you? You're a furniture trader. So this is the first trader we've seen. Vlad is selling us lanterns, iron doors. Ooh, that's a great one. Brass torch holders, some paintings, and some fences. And he's willing to buy colored glass, some clothes, and some linen. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any of these things to trade, and we have brought no money with us. So, Vlad, it is good to meet you, but we're going to be on our way. And we're going to avoid angering your bighorn sheep guardian. Now, on my toolbar, while I do have my main spear, I also carry a stack of dirt, exactly one mouse click away. And that's because if we run into any wolves, we're going to want to pillar up as fast as we possibly can and get a little space between us and them. Oh, we have lead. That's a lucky spot. I'm going to mark lead. I like lead for certain things, and we're going to need it for windows and possibly lanterns later. In fact, you know what? We're going to pause here, and we're going to pick up some of these, because we can make the poultices with these in the horsetail. And finally make what we've been trying to make since the first episode. And I am picking up these extra ones because we're going to need more of these reeds when we upgrade from the baskets to the hunter's packs. We'll be able to break down our baskets into reeds, but we won't get as many reeds back as we put into them. I'm not sure how many we will get back, so I'm going to err on the side of caution. Just pick up as many here as I can. Oh, jeez. Well, he shocked me. Hey, buddy. Yep, good night. What do you have for us? Anything yummy? Ah, flax. I would love to have some flax, but I have no room for it. Parsnips. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and make these poultices and clear up some inventory space. Okay. And we're going to get rid of you. We'll keep you. I think we're going to throw you on the ground for a second, because we need a free hand to drop you. Hey, 3 seeds from parsnips. Perfect. We're not going to stop and grab everything that we see, but I do need to get a start on getting together some crops. I think this is not going to be the friendliest way to go. We scared bunnies on this trip. And we saw some rifts on this trip. And do I spy a ruin? I do spy a ruin. Farming. We're going to leave that, but we're going to put down a little marker right here. And off we go. Oh, there's more. Oh, tools. Well, well, well. Don't mind if I do. Oh, boy. I feel like I just cheated a little bit. So this is going to maybe propel us a little too far ahead from where I want to be. So I'm going to just pretend that we didn't pick this up, but I will take it with us for later use. This is our first pickaxe, and normally getting your first pickaxe is a big deal and a big chore in some ways. And I don't want to skip ahead in terms of technology level too quickly, because I want to show what it's like to get there on your own without finding random treasure that skips you forward in technology. And we frolicked through fields of flowers. Vintage Story doesn't have discrete biomes the same way that certain other block games do. Instead, Vintage Story has several overlaying maps that sort of combine to create the distinct biomes that we might recognize from the real world. Oh, we're going to stay away from that rift. And the 3 main factors that go into it are the temperature, the amount of rain, and the elevation. There's an additional factor of your stone type You'll see where we were originally, we had a lot of shale, but now we're in an area of granite. And this granite, because of the way that granite forms, this probably goes the whole way down to bedrock, which is the unbreakable stone similar to other block games. We have another trader here. Let's visit him. Hello, ooh, a hunter trader. Hello. So he will buy bread and bows and tools. He'll buy wolf pups. I don't know why you want one of those. Those things are dangerous. And he will sell us clothing, which at this stage of the game is mostly garbage to us. But he does sell some other useful things. So he is now mapped. One of the other mods that I have put on recently is a waypoint extension mod by, I think, Apache. I think it's called Campaign Cartographer. And what it does is it will automatically record certain things that you interact with or find. For instance, if I were to find a piece of ore on the ground and actually break it, like I didn't do with that lead, then it would automatically put a lead marker there. And similarly, when we interacted with that trader, it created a purple trader symbol. But back to the biomes discussion, all four of those factors combine, minus the stone really, to sort of create the distinct biomes that you see. The rainy plains, the foggy hills, that sort of thing. And we are looking for something in particular. We are looking for a place that, one, is temporally stable. You don't want to build your base somewhere where your gear is spinning backwards, because you'll go crazy and die in the comfort of your own home. We're looking for some small ponds or a lake so that we can have some early game farms without having to go too far. Because we don't have a bucket yet, and buckets are necessary for moving water around. We also want to have enough rain, but not too much rain. I think rain like here actually isn't bad. Common rain is workable. Very common gets a little wet and a little noisy sometimes. We want a forest nearby, but not too close, because wolves live in the forest, and we don't want them to be coming out of the forest and harassing us while we're trying to build. We do want some animals nearby, preferably pigs, cows, and sheep, but they're pretty ubiquitous, and we can move them from farther away if we need to. Ooh, here we have some copper. Lastly, I am personally interested in building a small house on a plain on a slight rolling hill, if I can find one. Preferably without too much terraforming, because terraforming in Vintage Story is a very slow process. Oh, and what do we have here? I spy a small tree. Another pear tree with invisible leaves. Would you look at that? Now, those fruit trees we really can't do anything with until they grow up. And they can take a while to grow. What do we have here? Oh, more tree. More pear tree. Oh, hello, Ram. We're going to leave you alone. Nice. Double pear trees. That's pretty terrific. We ate our food in the rain. This heath might not be a terrible place to settle, so it could be worth considering. And we have slate stones beneath our feet. Slate is a nice material to work with when you want some good, warm, dark colors. The only problem I have with the heath is that it's difficult to clear. To spend 1,000 years breaking all these little tree stubs. But it's better than having to clear a forest. I'm going to stay away from that. Whew! That's that wolf I was talking about. Oh my. Well, that happened. Really suddenly. I guess we rage quit. No, we're gonna have to respawn. And like that, we're back to where we started. Oh boy. Well, at least we're not up there in the trees again. We're gonna have to make our way back to where we were and bring some more spears with us and go in armed. Now, our gear should not disappear on us, because we are pretty far away, so it is in unloaded chunks, and chunks work similarly in Vintage Story to chunks in other block-based games, in that when you are not there, most timers don't tick. Well, I should say some timers don't tick, because in Vintage Story, growth timers do typically still tick. So we're going to try to make our way back to our old base, because I cannot find any flint on the ground here. Ooh, there's another wolf. Okay. Bye. That might be the wolf that I saw on our very first night out here. I think he's gone. No, he's still there. Okay. Off we go. This might be a double respawn day. And I am pretty sure that that wolf isn't following us anymore. But we are going to continue running our little legs off. Well, we're safe for now, but I am going to put together some weapons and we're going to go try and take out those wolves and get our stuff back. That means we need sticks. Not this again. And look what I've been reduced to. Another fire starter. Okay, it is morning. It is time for our revenge, but first we have some growly boys outside. Now it is medium roof activity. Let's run out here. We're going to go ahead and ow. Okay. 2 growly boys down, nothing else in sight. Till, you know, a wolf comes and kills us. And we got nothing from those guys. Okay. Well, let's be off. Don't do what I did and forget to mark down the coordinates of where you died. However, I do have the advantage of having a video recording of where I died. So I just went back and I looked at that to get my coordinates. And I have now created a little waypoint that will lead us back to right where we died. That is another wolf, I think. So we are going to really book it. That's a lot of wolves. And luckily, they are pretty slow in water, so I'm hoping we can outpace them across this water. They are still after us, though. My goodness. Tenacious buggers. Are they still coming? I sure hope not. No, it looks like they are out in the water. Yummy cranberries. Let's not fall down there. And there's our good trader buddy. Off to our left. What's that? Oh, it's a berry bush. Yeah, I'll take some berries. Why not? We're gonna need them. There are the treacherous pear trees that apparently attract wolves. So you remember how I said don't build too close to forests? This would be why. And they are, look at that. Oh, he jumped and got me. Oh no, I think I got myself. Are, you gonna do anything? See if I can get him. No. That's not great. Go get our stuff real quick. I don't want shovels, I want spears right now. Got him, okay. That wasn't stressful or anything. No. Stress? No, no, not me. And we are going to make us some hunter packs. Your pack actually stores the items that are in it. So this basket contains these first 3 slots. If I remove this basket, there's a stick in this slot, in the 3rd slot in there. So in order to effectively transfer your inventory or upgrade it, you need to remove everything from whatever you're trying to remove, and then move everything up the slots so you can actually remove your basket. It can be a bit of a chore, I know. And as I mentioned earlier, we can break down our baskets into cattails because we ran out of cattails making these hunter packs. So we can break these down and get some more cattails, and we might still not have quite enough to make both of these backpacks, but we'll get pretty darn close. We're going to pick up our storage vessel, put it back on our back. We're going to take a look at the majestic mountains, grab the rest of our stuff, throw this junk back out, and we're going to go do to that wolf what he did to us. Well, with that out of the way, I think we can continue our journey, finally, back journeying south. Alright, here we go. What do we have here? Oh, we have mushrooms. That's nice. We have a tree that I haven't seen before, actually. A walnut tree. I like this area, but I'm hating what it's doing to my frame rate. I don't know why. Frame rate notwithstanding, I'm looking around on the map, and I'm seeing that just to the north of where we are, there are some nice looking plains that are somewhat sparsely dotted with stones and little shrubs, but not quite to the extent of this heath here. So I think I want to go check that out. The sort of rolling hills in the middle are especially attractive. Do you know what? I like this. Where are we in relation to that? Oops. I don't think I want to settle on that hill. I like this, though. We have some forest over there. This is a little closer than I might normally like, because wolves could wander out of the forest. So I'm thinking maybe we go down on the plain there. Let's get down there and check it out without breaking our knees. What is this ridge like? Because of the random noise generator that Vintage Story uses to make its mountains, it's kind of rare to see nice, big, flat ridges and plateaus. Oh, that is good. I like that. That dark dirt is called terra preta, and the type of soil that you use to make your farmland has an impact on the speed of your crop growth. It also affects the maximum nutrients that each block of soil will have. And I think it also affects how quickly your soil recovers after you've harvested your crops. Is this where we want to build our house over here? I think it might be. I think it might be. We still have very common rain, which I'm not... If I had one wish... Let's be real, I wouldn't use that wish on Vintage Story, or any other video game. But if I had one Vintage Story specific wish, I think it would be... that this spot right here would have common rain, not very common. But we could still go back up here on this hill, and I'm kind of thinking about doing it. I'd like to look at that cliff. And we're actually going to build a little shack of the embarrassing kind. No, not that embarrassing. And sleep for the night. Drop our bed. Bounce on the bed. We're going to go ahead and sleep because I want those rifts to go away sooner rather than later. And I wake up with my face in a torch. And here we are, cheesing some drifter kills through this little hole in our dirt hut. Did we get a second one? I think we did. Here, one more growly boy. There he is. Do you have any friends? Ow. Got him. Let's harvest these guys. Take you with us. Okay, flax twine. Flax fibers, not too shabby. No, and... no, of course not. Well, if we die again, we are yet again doomed to run a very long way. We're going to live up on that ridge where we found those parsnips. We'll build our farms down in the valley down here, where it'll be probably just maybe half a degree warmer, but it will still matter in winter, or as winter draws on, or I guess draws near. Oops. Parkour! I like it. I think we can work with it. We have some interesting options for building bridges out over these areas here, and interesting stairs down to the land below. I think this is home. Well, everyone, that is where we're going to call today's episode. After snatching victory from the literal jaws of defeat, after the said jaws of defeat snatched us first, we've made it to new lands and picked out a spot to build our home. I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name has been Kurzar, and I'll see you all in the next one.